I will never forget the story of Job. It's a tale that has been passed down through generations, a story that resonates with anyone who has faced hardship and loss. Job's journey is one of the most profound narratives in the annals of human history, a testament to the resilience of the human spirit and the power of unwavering faith. His life turned upside down in a heartbeat. One moment, he was a man of immense wealth and happiness, and the next, he was plunged into a whirlwind of suffering and despair. It was as if a storm had swept through his life, leaving nothing but devastation in its wake. But his faith? Unshakable. Despite the overwhelming odds, Job's belief in a higher power remained steadfast. He knelt in prayer, looking up at the heavens with a heart full of hope and determination, refusing to let his spirit be broken. Job had it all: wealth, family, health. He was a man who lived a life of abundance, surrounded by loved ones and blessed with prosperity. His fields were lush, his livestock plentiful, and his home filled with the laughter of his children. But one day, disaster struck. His livestock gone. His children lost. His health shattered. In a series of tragic events, Job lost everything he held dear. His once thriving farm lay in ruins, his home reduced to rubble, and his body ravaged by illness. It was a descent into a nightmare from which there seemed no escape. Yet, in the face of unimaginable pain, Job didn't curse God. He didn't give in to despair or bitterness. Instead, he turned to prayer, seeking solace and strength from his faith. His heart, though heavy with sorrow, remained unyielding. Instead, he held on to his faith. With hands clasped in prayer and a face etched with determination, Job chose to trust in the divine plan, even when it seemed incomprehensible. His faith was a beacon of light in the darkest of times. Friends doubted him, saying he must have sinned. They couldn't understand why such misfortune would befall a righteous man unless he had done something to deserve it. They questioned his integrity, adding to his burden of suffering. But Job knew his truth. He stood firm in his conviction, knowing that he had lived a life of righteousness. He refused to be swayed by the doubts and accusations of others, holding fast to his own understanding of his relationship with God. Through all the suffering and questions, Job remained steadfast. He walked through the desolate landscape of his life, enduring the harshest of trials with a spirit that refused to be broken. His journey was one of endurance and unwavering faith. And in the end, God restored everything, even more than before. Job's faith was rewarded with a life even more abundant than the one he had lost. His family was restored, his wealth multiplied, and his health renewed. It was a testament to the power of faith and the promise of divine restoration. Job's story isn't just about loss and suffering, it's about unyielding faith and divine restoration. It's a reminder that even in our darkest hours there is hope. The dawn will break and light will emerge from the darkness. It's about unyielding faith and divine restoration. Job's journey teaches us that no matter how deep the valley, there is always a path to the mountaintop. His story is a beacon of hope for anyone facing trials and tribulations. So next time life knocks you down, think of Job. Remember his unwavering faith and the divine restoration that followed. Let his story inspire you to rise again, no matter how many times you fall. His journey reminds us that even in our darkest hours, faith can light the way. It shows us that no matter how bleak the situation, there is always a glimmer of hope, a light that can guide us through the darkness. Remember, no matter how tough it gets, you have the strength within you to overcome. Just like Job, you can face any challenge with faith and determination. Your faith can see you through. Just like Job, his story is a timeless reminder that with faith we can endure the greatest of trials and emerge stronger than ever before. Job's story is not just a tale of suffering but a narrative of reflection and growth. In the quiet moments by the lake, he found clarity and strength. Writing in his journal, he documented his journey, his thoughts, and his unwavering faith. And so, Job's story was shared, passed down through generations. Children listened intently, learning the values of resilience and faith. His journey became a cornerstone of wisdom, teaching us that no matter the trials we face, we can find strength in our faith. Lighting a candle in the darkness, Job's story symbolizes hope. It reminds us that even in the darkest times, a single light can illuminate the path forward. His faith was that light, guiding him through the storm. Standing at the edge of despair, Job looked out at the horizon, seeing not just the challenges but the possibilities. His faith allowed him to see beyond the immediate suffering, to a future filled with promise and restoration. Planting a seed in the barren ground, Job's faith was a symbol of new beginnings. It showed that even in the most desolate times there is potential for growth and renewal. His story teaches us to plant seeds of hope, even when the soil seems unyielding. Embracing his loved ones, Job's story is also about the restoration of relationships. It reminds us that faith can heal and restore what was once broken. His journey is a testament to the power of love and faith in rebuilding our lives. Walking towards the sunrise, Job's journey symbolizes a new day. It reminds us that no matter how long the night, the dawn will come. His faith was the guiding star that led him through the darkest hours to the light of a new beginning. Standing tall with determination, Job's story is a symbol of strength. It teaches us that with faith we can face any challenge and emerge stronger. His unwavering belief in a higher power was the foundation of his resilience. Looking up at the sky, Job's faith was a constant source of hope. It reminds us to keep our eyes on the heavens, trusting that there is a divine plan, even when we cannot see it. His story is a beacon of hope for all who face trials. Holding a restored object, Job's story is a symbol of renewal. It shows us that no matter how broken we feel, there is always a possibility for restoration. His faith was the key to his renewal, guiding him through the darkest times to a place of healing. Standing in a field of flowers, Job's story is a symbol of abundance. It reminds us that faith can lead us to a life of prosperity and joy, even after the deepest losses. His journey teaches us to trust in the promise of a brighter future. Climbing a mountain, Job's story is a symbol of overcoming obstacles. It shows us that with faith and determination, we can reach the highest peaks no matter how steep the climb. His journey is an inspiration to all who face challenges. Standing at the top of the mountain, Job's story is a symbol of victory. It reminds us that with faith, we can conquer any challenge and emerge victorious. His unwavering belief in a higher power was the foundation of his triumph. Looking hopeful, Job's story is a symbol of a bright future. It teaches us that no matter how dark the present, there's always hope for a better tomorrow. His faith was the guiding light that led him to a future filled with promise and joy. Walking towards the horizon, Job's journey is a symbol of faith. It reminds us that our journey is not just about the destination, but about the faith that guides us along the way. His story is a timeless reminder that with faith, we can overcome any obstacle and find our way to a brighter future.